Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers, Dustin Bishop, and RC in the house tonight. What's up, fellas?
It's been a wild day.
It has, man. I haven't been able to keep up the news because I've been driving all day, but soon I saw that report about LeBron, I'm like, thank goodness. Thank you. They gave my boy, they gave him out. They said, hey, man, Rich Paul, go ahead and do your thing and break the news so we don't have to. So, as you can see, I got my Lakers gear on.
Man.
Ready to go.
I couldn't find none. It's been so long. I dug in there for shirts and jerseys. Nothing came up, so hell with it. I had to buy some new gear.
Yeah, hey, that's it, man. Go ahead and get your new gear. Go ahead and get your Luka jersey or T-shirt. Because you know they're gonna bring in some more people. Can't wait to see how the team gonna look. I know it's like a building phase right now, but I'm pretty sure, man, by next year or so, it's gonna be on point. So Adam, he's a Laker fan, so we're not gonna dive into LeBron right now. Wait till he joins in. So we're gonna start off with Ja Morant to Portland. But if y'all new to the show, like and subscribe, share with family and friends. Thank y'all for tuning in on TikTok and Facebook. Appreciate the support. Ja Morant was traded to Portland, and a lot of people was like, it's a weird move that he was sent to Portland with all them guards still there, and people trying to see what they're gonna do with this squad. Dustin, how you like the trade for Ja to Portland?
To be honest, I didn't really like it. I feel like Memphis was trying to get rid of him. I feel like Ja I would have liked, to be honest, I would have liked Ja in Minnesota better than LaMelo. I think he would have been a good fit in Miami as well. But Portland's really guard heavy. And Ja kind of he's ball dominant player, scoring point guard. So is Dame. We don't know what Dame's going to be looking like next year or what the expectations will be, but we do know that he considers Portland his home, and that his history has told us like that's been Portland's guy. So I'm not sure how that dynamic is going to work. And then you got Scoot, who they've been trying to develop for a few years. Well, 3 years now. He finally kind of started to, get a rhythm going. So I don't think that's going to be good for him. But I think they'll have to figure it out. I think they may try and get rid of Scoot. I don't think they're going to try and get rid of Dame. But I guess we'll see. I don't think it moves the needle for them at all, though.
Yeah. It was kind of sideways because, like I said, I like Ja and other places, like you said, Minnesota, where they need a point guard. So who knows? It work out for Portland. You know, they made the playoffs last year and they had a good run. So it's eager to see how they build on top of that move. Fowle, what's your thoughts?
I feel the same as Dustin. I hate the small ball theory that Portland has always tried to do. I have nothing against McCollum and Lillard together, but I mean, it didn't work. So then you bring Jai into the picture. So you got 4 guards, 3 of them can't shoot. They're too top heavy, at the point guard position. So do you move Drew Holiday? If I'm Scoot Henderson, I'm getting my agent to request me for me a trade. I'm getting out of Portland. I thought he played well last year going in, to the second half after the All-Star break, but maybe Portland makes a move for someone else. I just don't see them keeping all these guards like this. We know Dame is solidified. He's going to be a starter. I guess you start Ja unless they decide to move him. I mean, he could be, used as a piece also, to yield somebody, but I guess we'll see what goes on.
RC, what's your thoughts of Ja Morant in Portland?
First of all, they sent that brother far away from hood stuff that they possibly could. He's way in Portland now, so I mean, I'm not saying they ain't got guns in Portland, but he's gonna have to go really looking for something to get into trouble out there in Portland. But nothing makes sense, nothing fits. Like y'all said, they guard heavy. I just feel like maybe they sent him there to be mentored by Lillard, maybe. To see what about professionalism and being up on a guard that's been productive in the league for a few years. Is a great tutor. But as far as trying to win in the West, they kind of did what Minnesota did. I mean, it just looked like they just like top heavy and Scoot. I'm like you, Flowers. I'm getting out of there. Getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, cause I remember when they drafted Scoot, he was kind of struggling at first. So it may be, the best thing for him to find an Atlanta spot. So y'all think Scoot was gonna get traded or Holiday, right?
I mean, we even mentioned Shaden Sharp, somebody like that. They got a lot of guards.
Yeah, but I agree with Flowers. If I was Scoot, I'd immediately ask my agent to get me out of here.
I'm quite sure a few of them guys probably feel that way because the uncertainty. You let I think a pretty good coach and Splitter go to Chicago. You paying a new coach penny on the dollars. The new owner's cheap as hell. So I would think some of them guys probably would feel a certain way about Portland right now.
And then Memphis got rid of Morant for 2 pieces of gum. I mean, they didn't care about what they got in return. They just wanted to get rid of that brother, man. The more I think about it, when I look at it, I don't see anything they got in return, y'all.
I'm quite sure they probably got expiring contracts.
Okay.
Just to get off money quicker. That's probably why they got Jeremy Grant. And
I hate it for Boozer. I think to me, Boozer would have been a better fit on a contending team. On a contending team, I don't think he is going to be a good fit for Memphis because they're going to be looking for him to be basically a superstar his rookie year, and I just don't see that with him. Like I don't really look at him as just like a AJ DeMansa or even a Darian Peterson. I look at him more as like an Al Horford type player.
Do you want Boozer?
Yeah.
He was tough. He was tough in college, man. I think he could do a lot. I think his game he could do far more than Shire asked him to do. But
I agree.
He can hoop, man. Like I think he without Boozer, Duke don't make it nowhere. That boy put on. But I don't think he's good as I don't know. DeBanza and Wilson and Peterson, they so plugged in those positions, and I don't see a LeBron in this draft. I don't see a Kobe. I don't see a Jordan. I just see really good players, if that makes sense. They're really good players.
Yeah, so that trade went down. Then Kawhi, he was moved today. Actually, he was seen at a Toronto Blue Jays game today.
Fun guy.
Hey, he already back into his embracing Toronto. Maybe he should have never left at the all this that happened to him in LA. But he was traded to the Raptors for Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick and 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second rounders. Dustin, your guy. Yeah, I know you were relieved because he didn't go to the Spurs, but man, let's be honest, that would have been a perfect fit. but he goes back to Toronto, who made a very good run in the playoffs. What'd you think about this move?
I was happy about it. I was just happy not see him back in the San Antonio Spurs uniform. To be honest with you, we would have had to give it. The Clippers would have wanted too much. They would have wanted definitely Castler Harper, and I wouldn't have wanted to give up either of those two players for a player. Him and his Uncle Dennis are kind of unpredictable. You don't know what you're gonna get out of him. I mean, you know what you're gonna get out of him when he's on the court. That's when he's on the court, if he's on the court. So I was happy to see him now in San Antonio. I think the Clippers won that trade. I don't think he does anything in Toronto. I mean, they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they make a championship run. Just because the East is a weaker conference.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Clippers won that trade. I think they were happy to get rid of him and happy to start their rebuilding phase. But like I don't think he should have ever left Toronto after that championship. I thought they had a good solid squad. I thought he was a good fit. I thought he should have stayed in Toronto in the first place.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think the fame and the winning championship went to say he kind of like, man, all right, I'm out. I'm taking them. He always been about chasing the bag, and he chased the bag all the way to LA, and ended up hurting him. And if he would stay in Toronto, who knows what could have became of that organization? They could have went for another championship. So I think it's bittersweet for the Canadian fans to get their Kobe back per se. Flowers, where do you see this taking the Raptors into the East?
It's like deja vu all over again. I think Dust is biased because he doesn't like Kawhi. He don't like Kawhi, so I'm not judging anything Dustin's saying. Of course, it's all joking in a jokingly manner. But I kind of see deja vu because if we take some feelings out of it, far as San Antonio fans, I'm excluding you out of this, Dustin, but they got Scotty Barnes, very good player. Quickly, Bear. They got a solid team, and in the East, I just think that they're not dead, man. Honestly, okay, let me put it to you this way: if you put Kawhi Leonard on that team this past playoff series, they beat Cleveland and they advanced. Because they're right there with Cleveland. Brandon Ingram just couldn't get them over. We have to be honest about that. Brandon Ingram's a cool player. He's a good player, but he's not Kawhi. And like I said, if Kawhi's healthy, he's going to bring a lot to the table, man. He's still a dangerous player in this league. And, I understand that he went to LA and got his way, of course. We don't have to go into details about, what's been going on down in LA. But one thing we can't say about Kawhi, he gets hurt. Yes, he does. But he puts in the work to get back. He comes back. He's still efficient, still solid. The past 2 years, he's played great ball. This year, less passing, more scoring. I think Toronto, I think they're in a decent spot. I don't think we should just sleep on the Raptors, man, because if you add Kawhi to what they already have, I think they're pretty solid.
Can't hear you, man.
Yeah, right. Cause they took Cleveland to what, game 6 or game 7?
Was it 7? I think it was 7.
It was 7. And what the Cavs made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So hey, if the Celtics don't do anything with that squad, the Raptors might be up there in
quick question for Flowers. If Braun goes back to Cleveland, do you think Toronto beats them with Braun?
I think they have a very good chance. Very good chance. I think they would, honestly. To me, Cleveland, let's say if Cleveland brought back what they had last year. I mean, I don't trust Harden, of course.
Yeah.
And, LeBron is a glorified third option now. And that's no disrespect to him. But if he wants to play successful basketball with his what going on 24 years, his 24th year. Like if he wants to play some kind of if he wants to play good basketball, he's going to have to be a third. He's going to have to be a great third option somewhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah, RC. What you think about Kawhi? Right move
Well,
for him to send to
you
the
know, I'm a
Raptors?
huge fan of Fun Guy. Because I think Fun Guy to me is really underrated in the NBA circles. Probably gonna go down in history, unappreciated, underrated for what he's accomplished as a basketball player. Everywhere he's been, he's won. If it had not been for the Mob and Zaza Pachulia, he'd still be in San Antonio. We wouldn't have all these issues, Dustin. I'm sorry what happened. I speak on behalf of Fun Guy. What happened with Fun Guy was set up. I mean, Zaza ain't been seen since he did that, stuck his foot up on a Fun Guy. But I think it's weird. I would love to know how Kawhi really felt about it. I know he didn't want to be in Toronto the first time. He was ready to go back to LA and be close to family. But now that he's in Toronto and embracing it, they could have a good year. Scotty Barnes is elite. Scotty Barnes could be his Scottie Pippen. That's how good he is. I think Brandon Ingram going to his third team. I think this is it for Brandon Ingram. I don't think Brandon Ingram takes the next step and be a star. So I really think the Clippers are confused about what they trying to do as an organization. They keep swapping players and pieces, nothing. But I think Toronto getting a veteran with that group of guys, that moves them up because y'all know what Kawhi gonna bring if he's healthy. And especially if the NBA cuts it back to 50 games, Kawhi might be your MVP of the league. I'm joking. But I just like the move for Kawhi, man. Extend his career. I think Toronto is close, but East is wide open. So I just want to hear him speak. He ain't gonna say much, but just give me something, Fun Guy. If you see this, give me something.
Right, man. Dustin, man, you gotta let the hurt go. I let LeBron do his thing, and I let him go. And look at me now.
Look at the Spurs. Look at the situation the Spurs are in now. With Kawhi.
If Kawhi wouldn't have pulled that stunt, we probably have 2 more championships.
Yes, sir.
At least.
For sure. But he was trying to make it right. If you would came back to the Spurs,
I wouldn't know making
you would definitely won a championship this coming up season.
And I don't think they would have had to give up what you think to get him.
Yeah, right.
I'll say this: if we wouldn't have had to give up Castle or Harper,
you wouldn't have to give up either of them to get him.
You probably had to give up.
If we could have kept them too, I would have. If I were the Spurs, I would have made. I would have made a deal, but for whatever reason, I don't know if they were in talks, or what the Clippers wanted, or what the Spurs were offering, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. So
I think the Spurs probably wouldn't have to give up none of their young core per se. They probably gave up a couple of bench players and
I would have
and
I would got rid of some aspiring contracts. It was me. I was the quicker you can move off the money, I'm quite sure it's better for these teams.
Because look, they gave the Raptors. They sent Ingram and Dick. I mean, that's not much.
Right. People.
My bad, dog.
What Chris say? Pause.
They gave up those 2 first-round picks. I don't know. I think the Spurs want to keep their pick. I think they're gonna draft. I think they're gonna draft Vic's brother next year.
Whose brother next year?
Victor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so now it's like the Giannis thing, the Giannis family now.
I think of who, man.
I know. I'm just funny. Yeah, he's a baller for sure.
I think my issue with the Clippers is, and they might be resorting back to their old ways, is nothing makes sense post Jerry West. Even the Warriors, everybody post Jerry West. Think about the Grizzlies, the Lakers, the Clippers, and now the Clippers are Golden State. Nothing makes sense post Jerry West. Like Jerry had a clear direction about what he want to do. Clippers, I don't know what they want to do. Darius Garland comes in there and you know, you did the older guy regime with I like the team with Pat Bev. That team had a clear identity. They just needed a leader. And Kawhi came in. They were tough, but
Man, he got hurt. That's the
that,
thing.
and then the bubble happened because that team was going to win a championship. They was killing the Lakers all year, but since then they ain't had a clear direction, man. So we'll see how that go. Where they going with it?
Yeah, it's kind of odd that Clippers, they had some good teams, man. They just couldn't put it together, or they ran to another top West team, which is kind of crazy. Cause I remember Chris Paul and the Lob City team, then like I said, the Paul George and Kawhi team, and it just
Let me add something real quick. To be fair, if we're really thinking about it, the Clippers are actually they're doing right because they're getting off these old man, mid 2010 guys, that are for a few years from deteriorating out the league. They're trying to get young. I think the movement now is to get young in the NBA. Unless you got a Steph or somebody like that, you don't mind keeping a guy like that. But a lot of these teams are getting younger.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I just, you just spent all that money on that dome, and it wasn't that. I'm sure Steve Ballmer was thinking about winning championships and trying to put people in the seats. And who's your leader there? Who's your guy that people want to come see in LA?
Well, if they wouldn't being shady with Kawhi and their money, doing what they were giving him money underneath the table or some weird stuff that they had going on there.
Free cutting service or something.
If they were focusing more on basketball than doing
no reason he wanted to leave Toronto.
I'm telling you, man. Uncle Dennis is like one of those crooks in like the mob movies, man. Like he literally is, man.
I'm gonna tell you who he is. He's Joe Jackson. Remember, if you watched Michael Jackson?
There you go. It's perfect.
He made the deal with who that was Don King. He made that deal on the table. That's what Uncle Dennis be doing. He gonna do 42 tours. Don't worry about Kawhi. I'm gonna get in there. Kawhi gonna be healthy. He gonna play 40 games. Don't worry about it. Kawhi don't even play 40 games. So
man, that's crazy, man. But Kawhi he really abused the system. And that's why I think why it came back and bite him in the butt, because you gotta play so many games, man. You can't be half dogging it throughout the season and then expect to come back and take the team to the next level. That's just not how it works.
Well, but if he was hurt, what can you really say?
In my guy's defense, though, I'm gonna defend this. Okay, that system, that load management system, was created by the Spurs. The Spurs created that, right? And so he learned that toxic behavior in San Antonio. He kind of seen what I could work. I can use it in my favor. But my issue with Kawhi Leonard is I think Kawhi's career has been over. I think Kawhi's legs, his knees are bone on bone. That's just me. I think it's not probably had a few surgeries, but I think he really trying to. It's kind of like where you remember where Stoudemire was at the back end of his career. He's like that. Amari Stoudemire. It's like, now I ain't gonna say bone on bone, but he has issues in his knees, and I think he prolonged his career as much as he can. I think he's done.
So he should have got that treatment CMC got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
they should have went over to Europe and got that treatment.
All I'm gonna say is Timmy, Manu, and Tony all had really long, productive careers. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I remember Tim dragging his leg those last few years. That's how that dude really played. Like, he was a warrior. That last championship he won against the Heat, he dragged that leg that entire series, man. He was a dog.
Yeah. Shout out to Gatwood. How's my comments? Oh, here it is. He said, Keldon, Carter, Brown, and Pitts for Kawhi is what the Spurs should have tried. I think they could have got something like that for sure.
No trade.
All right. Jaylen Brown, he's still untraded and still pissed off. And I don't know who, but he's I don't know if it's Tatum or the organization or Stephen A. Who he's pissed off at somebody because he came out and he said that he feel unappreciated with this old situation and everything, and that especially with the rumors and him being traded, he feel like that they don't value him as much as they should.
Shit, they don't.
Let's go with Flowers. He said it, Flowers. Well, go ahead,
They
man. You
don't.
said they
Man,
don't.
you got people on TV, analytic guys talking about he the 7th best player on the team. Man, that's disrespectful, man. As much work as Jaylen Brown has put in over how long Jaylen Brown's been in the league? About 8-9 years now.
Yeah.
Man, the
Yeah.
Celtics would not be the Celtics without Jaylen Brown. He's a big piece of that puzzle, man. It's very disrespectful for anybody up that way that's a damn Celtic fan to disrespect Jaylen Brown. This whole logic about him being too smart. What the hell does that mean? Well, because the guys, because he got a bright mind. He's too smart to play, but people are entitled to their opinions. We don't need to try to hush people because they have an opinion. But that's a different story. I'm gonna keep it basketball, but I would, if he wants to feel the way that he's had the best season this year because he felt like he personally led the team, I don't think that's a shot at Jason Tatum in his mind. But people don't take it like that. I just think he meant by that people seeing him as the number one guy. He did what was needed to be done to put those guys in a position to compete for a championship. He was in the MVP conversation. I just think this is how he feels. And it also made Jason Tatum come back early because if the Celtics suck, Jason Tatum doesn't come back this year. And we have to be honest about that.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I feel where he's coming from. But we see reports now of them saying, well, he's available to everyone. So hey, I hope he finds peace and happiness in in this ordeal. He makes a lot of money. Makes a
But
lot of money, and I just think at the end of the day, the Celtics don't want to pay him and Jason Tatum all that money when he's
I
going to not be what they want him to be.
I think there's a little bit both from both sides. Jaylen Brown did come out and say this is the best season, his favorite season of all the seasons, and Tatum was out. So it shows you that he wanted to be that guy. He wanted to be the man. He feel like Tatum's kind of maybe holding him back or overshining him. And I mean, that's not a bad
I,
thing, but
I
you
don't
gotta be
even think
real.
it's that though. I just think
Mm,
that he's not allowed because of the situation. And the situation is he's playing with a pretty
one.
good team and he has a pretty good person in Jason Tatum that's a pretty good damn player. He's just now he's not allowed to showcase what he wants to showcase. I just don't think that makes him a bad person. But the
Yeah, I don't think
media and
that's a
people like
bad.
Stephen A turn it like, well, oh, he
I
said that. He this was his
mhm.
best season. He was the Finals MVP. They won a championship, and he'll spin. That's what he's saying. They'll spin their narrative and make it like he's disgruntled. But he's saying that he wasn't. That's just what I think.
I
To be
think it's a
honest,
little both from both sides.
the only thing I didn't like that Jaylen Brown that Jaylen Brown said was after they blew that lead in the playoffs, he started blaming the refs. That was the only thing I really just had a problem.
Like
I
Red
thought
said
that
on
was weak.
Friday. Oh, that was
I thought
different.
that was a weak look. I thought that was a weak look.
That man, I don't disagree with that. I definitely don't disagree with that. When he got to talking about this year's playoffs, of course, they choked. You just accept it, move on. On up to it. They choked it. They really did.
Well, the reason why they fell short, they just didn't have no interior post game. They just didn't have most of their points came outside the paint. And that's some good.
3-1.
That's a lot of good teams. That's a lot of good teams in the East that can score in the paint.
3-1.
The Celtics just can't. What you say?
3-1, no. Come on now.
You
Then
get
Tatum
tired, man.
gets hurt. Don't play game 7.
Look, you that stat where they was up what by double digits, and they shot more threes than ever during
Yeah.
that run.
Yeah.
So it's like they living outside the paint. That only take you so far. And so when your team is constructed like that, you probably gonna feel fatigue after a minute, and they should know the team's gonna realize, like, dang, we can dominate inside the paint, and that's what happened. Teams start driving on and start getting up points inside, and Celtics stay selling for threes and jump shots.
And then you deal with somebody like Embiid that can, isolate and post people up and do what he was doing. That was just matchups, man. Matchups. That's just what that is.
That would be my point. If you're Jaylen Brown and you're gonna have a podcast, talk about your team's deficiencies, which led to you choking essentially, instead of being like, oh, it's the ref's fault. The ref didn't blow that lead.
I'll get something in a second. I'm good.
Right. Refs didn't blow the lead. It was a all-time team failure. But RC, man, Jaylen Brown, he's still waiting, and the Celtics, they definitely still looking at options. What you think is going to happen here? You think they can mend the situation, or Brown's going to be out sooner or later?
First of all, the media strikes again. We saw this with Kobe and Shaq. We see this in situations and scenario. D-Wade and LeBron and LeBron and Pat Riley. Once the media start chirping and they find anything wrong, they want to break up what it looks like to be. I'm talking about dynamic duos. I mean, these two guys. I don't think Tatum and Brown have any issues with each other. I think it's just the media. This whole idea of he wants his own team. Nobody's winning championships alone. He needs help. He's going to need another guy. So wherever he goes, he's going to always need another guy. I think that's just the media. I think that's Stephen A's, doing what he do with it. I agree with Jaylen Brown, but I also agree with Dustin with what he does with his media. You can't go to war with that monster. Just play basketball and understand that you're only going to be in the league for a short period of time. Go get the most, maximize your potential, get the most out of your game and out your time in the league and get on down, because you're not going to win that war with that monster. It's kind of like when Colin Kaepernick did what he did, and it was like it was him against the shield, and he's going to lose every time unless you have a backing. And so he's trying to make it like it's him versus the media, and you're going to lose because the media has been around a long time. So, lock in, man, find a new location and just get active. You want to get even, go win a lot of games, go win championships. And then when you run into these guys, the Celtics or whoever you pissed off at, you bust their ass. And then also when you see Stephen A, you score 60 that night and look over there at it, and point at the top of his head and say, that receding hairline or some shit. I don't know, but you can't be trying to go to war with that invisible monster, because ask Draymond how that's going. You keep putting your foot in your mouth. And I don't think Tatum, in closing, I don't think Tatum has an issue with him. I don't think they battling over who team it is. I just think Jaylen Brown not having a podcast makes him, because before we had a podcast, we really couldn't see, hear, and feel, understand how he felt. We just saw basketball. Get back to that, bro. Because you ain't going to win with the media.
Right. Especially with Stephen A, who loves to talk. So that's about, you're not gonna win. I learned that a long time ago. I work with a coworker, man. That's all he do is talk, and there's no way you're gonna win the argument. You just let him have it and keep moving.
Yep.
Adam, Jaylen Brown, what do you think his next destination is? Is it with the Celtics or with another team?
Well, definitely with the Celtics. I mean, I hear all y'all's points are great, but I think the source, or at least the cause of it, is a little different. I think it's somebody in the organization who clearly wants him gone. And they're putting out all these different stories, like Stephen A's not making that stuff up. Somebody's telling him that.
Right.
Somebody's truly been telling him that. Somebody's truly been telling Wendy and all these guys all these different things. So it's just like to y'all's point, like he's in this new media, as they call it. Draymond calls it new media. And Draymond, like you said it perfectly, RC, like he realized that he can't go up against that monster. And like now I think he realizes that his long-term game is going to be being in the media. So like you got to take a different approach, because somebody like Stephen A has staying power. Like you can say what you want, state your source. This ESPN is unethical. ESPN was there long before you showed up. It's going to be there long after you're done. Yeah. Your playing career is 15 years, and that's a great career. But Stephen A got another 25 years in this thing if everything works out with his health wise, right? So like you're not going to win those battles. I think he's going somewhere else. I think it has very little to do with actually basketball itself, but more so off the court stuff. I heard a good point yesterday. I was watching Nightcap, and they were like, think about if they put him on that USA team from 2 summers ago, if he would have got the DNPs that Jason Tatum got? You think he would have handled it the same way?
No.
You think the cohesiveness would have been there? You think he would have played his role and not said nothing and talked in the media? Absolutely not. So as much as it was about basketball, it was much about meshing personalities and understanding personalities and, looking at it. Obviously, somebody put the word out that he ain't the guy that you want on your team. Obviously, we got the Nike situation, so Nike didn't want him anyway. But, somebody got in Grant Hill's head and said, hey, he's not that guy, right? And so somebody it's probably the same person on the Celtics is putting out the same story. So we just have to read it for what it is. Like, I don't know exactly what the situation is, and I don't know if we'll ever know. We might find out years down the road, or maybe after he's finally traded. But they clearly want him gone. Every indication wants him out. Whether he wants out or not is not really up to him at this point. He's going to be playing somewhere else. I don't know where, but he's going to be playing somewhere else this next year.
I feel like he's going through what Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving went through in their careers. The Dream Team thing, the USA basketball, that was blackballed. He was the Finals MVP. He was one of the best players in basketball. You wasn't on that team. I mean, when you're the best player in basketball, you just come off of winning the MVP. You shouldn't get you shouldn't be on a team and not be playing. I mean, that's just ignorance. I mean, you should be playing. I think Jaylen Brown is that dude. And he's not being treated like he's that dude. It's like I heard somebody say, I think y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but did they say he was the 9th best player on his team?
The seventh
best player.
That's it.
Seven.
That's the dumbest.
To the credit of ESPN analysts, he said that was nonsense.
Yeah, Bobby Marks said that he was told that by some analytics person, and he said he's an analytics guy. He's like, and I don't believe that. He said I can't believe it. This is clearly not my position.
What he put the ball in hoop and he defend. What?
I'm not going to pretend to defend that position. So I have no idea.
Actually, RC brought up something interesting. You mentioned Kyrie. The only thing I find strange about Jaylen Brown is that differs from the Kyrie situation is that when Kyrie was going through his thing, you had multiple players who played with Kyrie to kind of come to his defense. Mm-hmm. And you don't hear many of his peers say anything negative towards Kyrie. That'd be the only thing I kind of find strange with Jaylen Brown is that you haven't had many of his peers speak up for him on his behalf, even with the USA team thing.
Because he's dangerous. He's dangerous. What I'm about to say is he's dangerous because he's an educated black man. And he knows everything he says is strategically done. He knows what he's doing. Before he speaks it, he's fact checked all this, and he don't care about going against that monster Nike or ESPN or the NBA, and he's dangerous. He's in that role, the Kaepernick. He's gonna have to choose. He's gonna have to make a decision in his career. Is he gonna spend the rest of his career being the activist athlete, or he gonna focus on playing ball? Because the one thing about that, the people you trying to defend and stand up for, they're turning their back and they're accepting their checks. So you're gonna have to choose this role. That's the problem. That's why ain't nobody gonna speak up and be like, yeah, correct. More power to you, brother, because they trying to get them checks. And so he's dangerous.
I might say who can, right? When you talk about the organization you just mentioned, who can actually do that? For one, all these guys will be looking for jobs after they retire. Right, so you can't say nothing about ESPN or Fox or anything. Whoever's going to be there, and obviously Nike. LeBron's not going to stand up for him. Like, he's battling his shoe company, his company that's paying him, that's made him a billionaire. So like he's in a lose-lose situation. Yeah, he's got to choose what he's going to be and what he's going to do.
That's it right there. You got to decide, because if you don't decide, then now you look insane. You're going to look like the crazy one. You're going to look like the disgruntled one. You're going to look like you got the problem. It really is them, but it's you.
Which is why he's looking like he is right now. With all his talking, he's looking kind of crazy, going streaming and doing interviews with screamers about the whole situation. You probably just need to lay low for a while and just focus on what he need to do, basketball or wherever he's got going outside of that.
And you're not losing if you do that, right? You're not losing if you do that.
No,
man. Like,
not at all.
Taking care of yourself, you taking care of your mental self, because you can tell him stressing him out. He find that at everybody. Anybody say anything, he's like, it can be a fan in the comment or on Twitter. He's attacking it. So he's gonna have to. He just need to lay low, man. You're not gonna win this battle against media, against
Nope.
big brands.
Bots.
Shoot,
They get paid
Uh-huh.
to talk about you. They literally
right.
get paid to talk about you. So the more you talk about them, hey, guess what? It
More
wins. Like you
more
said, Stephen A. like
clicks.
to talk. Stephen A. got a job talking, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna talk some more. I'm gonna get my own network, and I'm gonna talk some more. That
Yep.
man talking on TV 15 hours a week.
For
It's
real.
insane.
And
Literally.
radio.
And
Literally.
radio.
Yep.
And the
Yep.
internet. It's crazy.
So yeah, it's a lose battle, man. Just focus on basketball and get things done. All right, we're gonna take a little short break. We're about to by Butt Up Energy. If you need some pick me up, you need to get bucked up. Butt Up Energy is the way to go. It's whether you grinding through work, hitting the gym, or locking in for a game day. Butt Up delivers the clean energy and great taste you need to stay focused from start to finish. You can find them in your local CVS or Walgreens. So, had me some Butt Up yesterday.
Okay,
Or I
man,
see they
yes.
sent me some samples. Hey, I had to come up to Centos and give you some samples.
Yeah, I'll meet you, man. I'll do. Yeah, I'll throw a flag on the play if it ain't worth shit. I'm gonna eat it. Hey,
Hey, we dropping this sponsorship.
I'll give you. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you it's great every time I drink. Yeah, I got booked up. Yeah, I got you.
So, man, this is what we've been waiting for: LeBron and the Lakers. LeBron came out and said, well, his team came out and said they are parting ways with the Lakers. And whole LA went crazy. I think they had a parade today, if I'm not mistaken. On TV, on TV, y'all could caught that. But yeah, LeBron's out. Look like Bronny's staying, but I don't know for how long. Who knows? Adam, you're a Laker fan.
Yes,
What
sir.
is your thoughts of LeBron leaving the Lakers?
Man, honestly, I feel like it was the right move for literally everybody involved. It was the right move for the Lakers. It was the right move for LeBron. It was the right move for the NBA. That the move of having LeBron in La La Land, as we like to call it, is it was played out. He's been there 8 years. He's, we can talk about the quality of those 8 years. I'm sure we have a topic. I know we got to talk about that in a little bit, but he gave the city 8 years, which is more than most people will give a city. And then you talk about from the Lakers what we need. He doesn't provide what we need. We have Luka. Basically, LeBron has redundant skills what Luka has, and we need to get younger. We need to get more athletic, and we need to play some defense, and we need some shooters. We need all those things, and LeBron unfortunately can't provide that for us. And especially at his ticket that he commands and the amount of usage that he commands, it's just not the right fit for the Lakers. And I think with our new ownership, I'm going to give him a chance. I'm honestly not that optimistic about what we're going to look like over the next 5 years, to be honest. Just because of Luka's usage rate, and then how he plays the game, and that style of basketball just does not win in today's NBA. He's a heavily ball dominant player who doesn't play much defense, and Jalen Brunson notwithstanding, he took less money. Right. And so unless he decides to take less money, we can't put the necessary pieces around him to build, in my opinion, a contender. But I'm going to give our new ownership a chance. We brought over, some big money spenders. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if Rob Lincoln can put his big boy pants on, as Kobe would say, and let's put together a contending team. But definitely this next year, I don't think it's going to be anything. But I think it definitely was the right move.
Yeah. I think the Lakers organization are trying to do the right thing because they were handicapped either way.
Yep.
If they keep LeBron, we still gonna be missing out on parts that we need to get farther into the playoffs. And if we get rid of LeBron, hey, we got a fighting chance to try to bring some people in and build from there, which what Luka wants. Luka is your star, so there's no more catering to LeBron. It's catering to Luka. All right, see, my other fellow Laker fan. What are your thoughts, man?
As y'all can see, I just got a prop, man. This is a monkey on my back.
You gonna get it off your back?
Get that monkey off your back.
Appreciate the prop. I'm just happy to be free of LeBron James and the circus and the fiasco. LeBron James is all-time great. Let me put this disclaimer right there, because you got to do this with his fan base. Because if you be honest and critical of him, you hating. And ain't nobody hating on him. He came through there for 8 years. I mean, I don't think he was ever a Laker. I just think he was LeBron. And I think for me personally, he was not the problem with this team. I watched this team.
Yep.
This team has Rob Pelinka has no clue. Rob Pelinka right now he keep going to get the same players over again, like somebody buying the same pair of Jordans over and over. Like when I look at the roster and look at the players, they all do the same thing. So LeBron's not the problem. I just think the time ran this race and it's time for him to move on. And I don't care where he goes or what he does or what he do, but we ain't hating on him. We appreciate him, but I just happy to have my team back. I'm still gonna root for Orlando and Sacramento, but now I get to stay up and watch the Laker games and figure out who the new players are. Because up until the end, we had to hit our ceiling. You weren't going no further than where you were. And LeBron has to understand, you got two options, bro. You can do what Brady did, take pay cuts and win championships, or you can just get the hell out of the way. Because either way it go, it's a young man's game, and we're not, the Warriors, Lakers are not catching the Spurs and the Thunder right now. You got a lot of work to do. So salute to him, but I'm happy to be back with my squad, man. It's time.
Yeah, that was my other issue too. Like it always felt like LeBron was more LeBron, not the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think there was a lot of people kind of get tired of. It's not like LeBron's not a great player. It's just he never felt truly part of the organization. It always like what's LeBron needs, where we need to take LeBron. How do we carry it to LeBron? It was. I feel like it was never more about the Lakers per se, about the organization. Flowers, man. LeBron's out. Are you gonna crap on the Lakers organization?
No,
like what's his name? Right? I forgot his name.
Nick Wright.
Yeah, Nick Wright.
Yeah, I heard him earlier today. Yeah,
he was crapping hard on LA Lakers organization.
He got
some. I'm not gonna do that. The only thing, if I was gonna take a crap on the organization, I say fire Rob Pelinka. Especially with it being new management, a new ownership. I think it's time for Rob Pelinka to exit stage left. But that's just my opinion. I'll give LeBron this credit. He did show us that he could be a third option, a viable third option. He could step back and allow, someone else to take the reins in a sense. But I did hear before we got on here that they have opened up LeBron's availability to the league. So I heard the Timberwolves were interested. And who else was it? Denver, maybe. Yeah. So if he's going to open up his availability to the league, this might get a little more interesting because if you bring back that Denver team and you add LeBron James, probably win a championship. Might be a few viable options like that, but like I said, it just depends on is he willing to sacrifice and take less money to just fit in. Because if you put him in as a third, he's not going to be a first or second option anywhere. He needs to be a third option, because that allows him to probably do a little more other than score. Because he played defense a little better and some other things when Luka and Austin Reeves were the primaries in my opinion. But we'll see where it goes. But man, it's getting to the point. LeBron, go home.
I'm Roger.
How you know this is about LeBron again? Like he holding us hostage again, trying to figure out what he gonna do next. Dustin. So there are reports that LeBron might end up in Golden State. Do you think that's a good fit if that's what LeBron decides to do?
I mean, I don't think anything changes with Golden State. It's like everybody else is saying, it's a young man's league now. Even if he went to Golden State, his best years are behind him. Even if they went and got Anthony Davis as well, he's injury prone. You don't know if he's going to give you 20 games. You don't know if he's going to give you 40 games.
Wizards said they are not trading Anthony Davis.
Yep, they did say that.
40. LeBron's best years behind him. Draymond, I mean, his best years behind him. it would still be all on Steph. And Steph's getting up there. I mean, Steph is still incredibly efficient.
It's incredible,
So
man. That
yeah,
dude's insane.
yeah. I mean,
It was a hamstring.
People talk about LeBron's longevity. I mean, Steph is right there. Uh, so I don't think it changes anything for Golden State. I don't think they'd have enough of a bench to compete with OKC or San Antonio or Minnesota, depending on what they do, and not Denver either. So I know LeBron has always wanted to play with Steph. It may be fun to watch, but I don't think they make any noise.
Yeah, shout out to Justin. He said LeBron said Cavs. Yeah, Colin, he brought up that it'll be fun for LeBron to play in Golden State, but like, what's the point though? I think that LeBron's still trying to find his way to a championship either way, but it just seemed like Golden State just seems like an old man retirement home because all the guys are up in age, and it's not gonna move the needle. Like I said, it's gonna be fun to watch. It'll be prime time TV because now you can see Curry and LeBron play together. So RC, do LeBron end up in Golden State or he ends up somewhere else?
So it's I love it. I love it. I love everything that's going on because it's for us who try to explain to people what LeBron is he's bigger than basketball. He thinks he's bigger than basketball. So if he goes to Golden State, this is just a nail in the coffin because now you've been to play with everybody but Kevin Durant and God. I mean, you done that box. I mean, and James Harden, he ain't played with James Harden, but you done played with everybody now. So if you do go to Golden State, it's gonna be a bad look for you because, dude, like this the guy that you wouldn't head up with. This the guy that has as many rings as you. This the guy that should be the guy you shouldn't want to play with because this was the guy that probably kept you from winning 5 and 6 championships.
Oh yeah.
But I think if he goes to Golden State, it's the Lakers of 2004 with Karl Malone and Gary Payton. That's all it is. I think you're gonna try to merge worlds, and then when you have that huddle, you got to go against that monster in San Antonio, and it's the fourth quarter, and Draymond ain't listening to you. Now Draymond is saying, "We don't need you over here. You over it." And Draymond can't here. Work. It's gonna come from here and it's gonna come out, and he gonna look him dead in his face and be like, "It cut that damn hair." He gonna say something like that. And so I just feel like, to me, be safe with this, bro. Like, you ain't gotta go home, dude. But you gotta be safe about how you do this because you don't have anything to lose, but you have a lot to gain. You have nothing to gain, but a lot to lose. Because now it looks like you don't know how to leave a game you love. And I mean, hell, who do? You don't need the money, but go somewhere where you got a legit opportunity to win a championship. And to be honest with y'all, I don't know where that's at because if you put him with San Antonio, he's in the way. They play fast. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you put him with the Atlanta Hawks. Everybody play fast now. There's one team that he can play with, but he got to make sure you have cookies. That's Miami. Miami gonna play a pace, and you got to. But as long as him, Pat Riley, fix that whole ordeal, he'll fit perfectly there because he'll be that point guard, point forward that they don't have. So hell, what do I know though?
He'd be perfect in Miami because anybody get past anybody. You got Bam and Giannis sitting back there. Miami's gonna be one of the best defensive teams in the league.
And LeBron can shoot now. He got that. He got that going.
So, are we looking for an option for LeBron where he can win a championship or just finish his career?
That's a great question.
Somebody call Rich Paul and ask him because he seems to know every damn thing. Call him.
Yeah, that's Rich what Paul. I'm looking at, guys. It's like, are you finishing your career or are you chasing something?
So I heard he was looking to go and just have fun. Like, honestly, his next situation is about having fun. Like, when you think about it, like, but to y'all's point and what RC is saying, like, what's the realistic option? He can either go to the Spurs, he can go to the Knicks, he can go, like, these are like unrealistic options, but he can go there and make a difference and win the championship. But if he goes to Golden State, that's not really, they're closer to maybe winning than they were last year, but they're not really a championship contender. He's not going to OKC. And if he goes, I don't think if he goes to Minnesota, I don't really think it makes them. Well, maybe so, but maybe Minnesota makes championship contenders. But other than that,
Well,
like I think he's kind of stuck.
Well, you just said right
I don't
there,
see him
if
going to
he's
Denver,
looking
though.
to have fun, he going to
No,
go.
he didn't want to live in Denver, but team wise, if you really want to go compete for a championship, you go play with Jokic.
Yeah.
But here's the
If
problem.
I'm him, he in year 24, man. I didn't accomplish everything there is. I'm the league leading scorer. I didn't put all these milestones way up there where most people are not going to catch them. You're not going to catch me in first team All NBAs. You're not going to catch me in All NBAs. You're not going to catch me in MVPs, or I'm not MVPs, but All-Star games.
Yeah, All-Star.
You're not going to catch me in all these different stats that I have, right? So it's just like, where can I go and where can I have the most fun in my last 1 or 2 years of the league?
Golden State.
And it's Golden State. It's fun. It's fun. They play the right way. And we all whole talk about being the first or second or third option. It's not really about options there, because the way they move the ball is going to find who it's supposed to find. And it's going to find Steph most of the time, but then it's going to find Brown when it needs to.
Yeah, and then you got to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself at some point. I know he's not going to do this because he don't know how not to be the focal point.
Yeah.
My issue with LeBron James, not basketball. My issue with LeBron James is he don't know how not to be. Even though he was a third option this year, he probably was offended because he wasn't viewed like Luka is viewed. Luka's the star now.
Yeah.
Luka's the guy now. So hey, bro, stay in LA. The best place for LeBron James is in Los Angeles. Perfect fit. He is not the problem there. He's not the problem. But hey, I gotta say this before I move on. He's not going alone. JJ ready? Get your bags ready. Bronny, you ain't even got to pack your bags. Just leave everything you got there. Leave everything you got belong to us.
Hey,
leave it there.
Once he get finished there, he going to the Clippers. He can go to the Clippers next.
I mean, and like you said, Golden State, he's right there in California. He's not leaving California.
40 minutes right down the road. He ain't got to leave his house. He good to go.
But hey, man, like a fan will disown him forever.
If he joined the Clippers,
if LeBron
so the next
goes to
question,
Clippers, you saying the Laker fans would disown him if he go to the
I wouldn't care.
He's not a Laker. He's not
I'm
like
saying,
like
though,
RC said. He ain't a Laker. He don't care about that.
It would give them more of a reason to say, yeah, he definitely never was a Laker. You know,
who has a bigger brand? The Lakers. Who has a
been
bigger
a mercenary
brand?
for a long time? I
Real,
don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Real question: who has a bigger brand, the Lakers or LeBron?
The Lakers do.
Yeah.
For who? The casual fan, or are you talking about in
no,
that's a tough one. That's a tough
one. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that the Lakers brand, LeBron's brand is not even bigger than Jordan's brand, and he's been playing for 40 freaking years. The Laker brand with LeBron's brand makes them, huge.
You can make them any bigger.
But I don't think the Lakers and the Celtics and the Lakers and the Celtics brands are gonna be way bigger.
But my argument is the Lakers would have been irrelevant without LeBron going there.
Well, we don't know that because
we don't know. Nah,
they could have signed.
Always come
plenty
back.
of people want to go to LA and play.
Yeah.
So
who was
the
going
Lakers? Check this scenario.
We can't say that now. I mean, that's 8 years ago. I mean, he's been engraved in LA for 8 years.
But look at the players that the Lakers had to get rid of because LeBron James didn't want to play. We can go down that road since they were going to be garbage. You got to think about who was it? They drafted
Lonzo,
B.I.
which he turned out. He didn't fan out.
I got a what if for you.
Was he
What if LeBron doesn't go to LA and Kawhi decides to go to the Lakers?
Championship.
No, they could have been there together.
What happens?
They would have been there together.
I'm saying if LeBron chose not to go to LA and
Paul
Kawhi,
George was coming.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
It depends on who our GM was.
Paul George and Kawhi Leonard was coming.
It would have been Magic Johnson, wouldn't it?
They was
Don't
coming.
get me started on him. Don't get me started on him.
It would have been. God, look, that team could score. You had Randall, you had Kuzma. So
Randall
they
too.
were just immature.
You had Josh Hart.
They were immature.
You had a lot of young, but this is my point with the Lakers.
All them players been traded this offseason, just so y'all know, except for
and
Josh
most of them got rings on
all of them.
Jordan Clarkson got a ring, but this is my point.
Yes.
They got rings too.
I heard a guy hit me with that earlier, bro. But without LeBron, y'all wouldn't be the Lakers. The Lakers never stay down long, bro. After Magic get to age, then you gotta wait a little window there. Then here comes Kobe and Shaq. Then when Kobe and Shaq gets into it, you got a little window. Here comes Kobe and Powell. Then it just keeps going. They're gonna figure it out. Boston's gonna figure it out.
And
Like
one more
LA,
thing, the NBA wouldn't allow the Lakers to be down.
because listen, they were finna get Chris Paul. The NBA said, "Now this is enough. Now hold on,
That's too damn much. Oh,
So at some point, some star player was coming there, not named LeBron James. I think for me, what LeBron James, what I appreciate that he did is he embraced it. It was like when Kobe wanted to go to Chicago when he was trying to leave LA, he was gonna go step in them shoes, man. LeBron wasn't scared to come behind Kobe. But outside of 2020, we've done nothing. And being honest, if you play in the championship, if you play in the playoffs, if you play in the playoffs outside of an AAU confined bubble, and you got to travel to Denver, you got to travel to these places.
Yeah.
I don't know if we win that series then. I don't know if we win that.
And AD got the much needed rest. AD got much needed rest.
Oh yeah, we won that championship because AD got rest. There's no doubt about it.
AD got rest.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Hey, I'm gonna say this about Anthony Davis, and it's another player, LeBron, because you know they got this saying, "No pip, no chip" for Jordan. Anthony Davis at the time, LeBron playing with him is in his prime. He's the best version of Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? He extended himself out to the 3-point line. He's getting these players in their prime. So to come away with only one championship with AD, that was kind of weird. And then I would have stayed with Luka, man. LeBron and Luka they played well together. But what do I know?
Yeah. All
and
right.
No defense on that team. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Luka brings a championship to Los Angeles.
He does not have championship pedigree. Luka don't have.
Hold on now. See, now I'm a new Laker fan that starts today.
Come on, Adam.
He ain't got it now. Hey, y'all gonna have to convince me. Look, I'm a Laker fan. Y'all gonna have to bring me up for this because I'm not optimistic.
Here's Luka's problem, man. Here's Luka's problem. Luka don't want to be a Laker. Luka want to be a Maverick. True. So Luka's still figuring out the Laker way. He's still figuring out LA. Luka is a Maverick. He's still heartbroken. He loved the Mavericks. Give him a few seasons, and I'm with you. He don't have a dog like in the playoffs like mentality, but I think he eventually get it because it's his team now.
I think he over that hump. See, he been gone long enough. I think he over that hump.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Cause listen, let me tell you something. When you miss out on that girl that one you let get away, it's hard, man. So I don't know. He seems like in games he's uninterested in the fight. Like he arguing with the referee. We going back down. That's why I stopped watching him, bro. Luka would stop playing.
Yeah, he arguing.
He will stop playing basketball. He stops playing basketball for the second and third quarter.
I'll be like, dude, let's
hey, it's 4-on-5 basketball.
Arguing, you need to be done arguing.
What he doing is saving energy. That's what he doing.
Mm-hmm.
Man. All right. So Malik Beasley.
Oh man.
He was indicted today. Let me pull it up.
Oh man.
Malik Beasley has been indicted on federal charges for gambling related to sports betting scheme, such as point shaving, prop bets, and stuff like that. So I have a video. It's Dustin requests. I pulled one of them that I'm gonna play. And tell me, do we have a problem with gambling in professional sports?
Watch Malik Beasley throw his NBA career away. All right, so if you live under a rock, Malik Beasley got indicted today. So the indictment mentions 4 games, but I want to circle this one against the Clippers over 3.5 rebounds. This shit was fucking insane. So Beasley gets his 3rd rebound with 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. You know it's bad when you're boxing out. Look at that shit! He's boxing out Giannis for the rebound. And the little fella, well, he's not going to guard anybody. The only thing on his mind is grabbing a rebound. Who cares that it's a 2-point game with 7 minutes left? This guy has no interest, 0 interest in playing defense. All he wants is the rebound. So now we're under a minute, and Beasley still needs that rebound. And he's doing everything he can to get that rebound. Whether that means not guarding James Harden, whether that means running into Harden, look at him here, he wants that board, man. He just can't get it. So now we're down to 24 seconds. Beasley is going to pass this shot up. Pat Connaughton is going to shoot a three. Beasley from 40 feet out is going to crash the boards. So the Clippers are going to advance the ball. They're going to shoot a three here. 14 seconds left, up by 7, and Malik Beasley is going to fly out of the coal mines to get this rebound. And then look at his reaction when this ball goes in. He's like, fuck, man. And now Dave's going to be like, hello? The game is still going on, man. Wake the fuck up. It's not my fault. You're going to prison. And then we fast forward. The game is over. There are 8 seconds left. And Malik Beasley is going to get the biggest legacy rebound of his life. And he's going to cash his rebound over with 0.3 seconds.
Wow. Wow.
That was another video of him needing a certain amount of points, and he scored with like 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah,
like the team was down by like
0.3 seconds, I believe is what
0.3 seconds.
It was right there at the very end.
Yeah, the team was down like 15. Bruh. He runs down the court and dunks.
Bruh.
I never seen something so fast on NBA court.
Wow.
Is there a problem?
Faster than LeBron chasing down Andre Iguodala.
Man.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That really makes me think about a lot of players not like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers, do you think there's more to this? You think that the NBA might have a problem with some of these role players?
It's not just the NBA. I'm not about to just single the NBA out on this. Man,
Talk to him, Flowers.
I gotta say this, man. Like, it's getting to the point, man. I gotta stop fucking with these player props, man. Yep. Because this is ridiculous. I just don't get the gist of millionaires gambling over and unders on themselves. When you're getting paid every 2 weeks, you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, in some cases millions of dollars, and you're gambling. I don't get these guys. I don't get the Sorsby kid from Texas Tech. I don't get it. I think it's worse in college, honestly, than in professional sports, in my opinion. These NCAA kids that are playing in college basketball in NCAA, man, it's bad.
So the miss.
They're gonna have to figure something out. Like, they're gonna have to ban these players from gambling, man, because when you get to start questioning the integrity of the game, that's when you're gonna lose. That's when you're gonna lose customers, and they cannot afford any of these sports, man. They can't afford to lose the thought of the integrity being compromised, because we know the shit going on. It's just we don't know how bad it is, and
right.
I don't want to know. I really don't. I think it's unexcusable, especially nowadays with the money these people make. It's unexcusable. It really is.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I stopped doing player props. Some stuff was just kind of fishy, man. I was just like, there's no way you averaging 7 rebounds, and the under is just 6.5, and you couldn't get that. Like, it's just certain things it make you scratch your head. But go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I've been gambling. I've been gambling for years now, and I've had plenty of tickets I've lost by, one prop bet from somebody being a rebound or an assist away, man. And if you watch the game, it's like they stop, like you say, like Malik Beasley, they either gonna stop doing this, or he's the only person I've seen make a true valid effort to do his over-unders like that. I mean, that's just obvious. I think if he would have been more, and listen to me sound like a damn criminal. If he would have been less obvious, he could have got away with it. Now, when you overemphasize like that, you making it too obvious that something's not right. The over-under for 3, I said 3.5 rebounds. Man, you can get a rebound a quarter. Like, let's be real here.
That's it.
But like, obviously he was in too deep with that night with the clip we just seen.
Bruh.
And I don't care if you're making mid-level money or the minimum, you're making too much money to even. Why are you even investing in this nonsense? Even betting on the league you're in now. If you want to bet on, if you're an NBA player, if you want to bet on the NFL, have at it. And I don't care nothing about that, but on sport, no.
Do you blame the corporation for promoting betting in front of these player faces?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, like, how are you going to advertise a product and then you punish the players for using the players you advertising? Like, I remember that one day when the whole Chauncey Billups thing came out, while Mike Greenberg was announcing and talking about the betting scandal, right underneath him on the ticker was the ESPN bet prop for like the game going on that day. And then they cut and they took it off real fast. I'm like, it's just the hypocrisy of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to me, but like, we all know gambling is an addiction and it can hit anybody, no matter who you are, no matter what you are. I personally don't gamble because I don't even want to mess with it. I don't understand. I don't understand why people want to gamble with money that they earn. But when you start getting money, or when you make a bet, or when you hit something good and you get some money in your pocket, that can be very, very rewarding, right? Mentally. And then at that point, you want to keep doing it over and over and over again. And it's just amazing that we couldn't see this happening. To Flowers' point, like, I don't want to know how prevalent this is because we all know it's happening. These are just the players that just got. This is just the one player that just got caught. Chauncey Billups is just involved in one thing that got caught, but we know this is way bigger than this.
Right. It's a two-way street, especially with gambling. You gotta. It's something that you can definitely get deep into, but you just gotta know, you gotta stay grounded in your standards of how you gonna bet. Cause I know I got a certain limit I don't go over. If I win, I usually use the house money to rebet and to win bigger props with bigger payouts. So it's just, but with players, man, you making millions of dollars, just like the kid from Texas Tech. All right, come on, dude. Like, at all the sports you bet on your team to win, not to lose, just to win. And he's not even playing.
That's the thing, though. Okay, let's talk about football for a second. Football is more dangerous, in my opinion, than basketball, especially if quarterbacks are involved in gambling, because they dictate the outcome of the game. Sorsby should never be allowed to play in anything. I don't give a damn. He shouldn't be allowed to play in anything else ever. Because you're compromising the integrity of the game. The quarterback has the ball in his hand every snap of with how many snaps the offense gonna get that game. The quarterback touches the ball every time.
I totally agree. I think they went light on him, especially with some of the commentators, man. They're like, "Oh, he's just a kid." Man, it don't matter. You know what you're doing at 21.
Well, they can't do that.
You making money, we gonna tell you, you ain't kidding no more.
Right.
You know right from wrong. You're 21, 22. You making millions. You just a kid, but you making millions of dollars. They paying you. Yep. So that kid thing go out the window once you making that type of money. They trust you with this amount. So I think these organizations, they gotta be careful about promoting betting, because, like I said, it don't take much to get into it, and now you messing with people money, and that's not gonna sit right with the bettors, man. So they're gonna have to clamp on this fast and do something about it. I like what the NFL did. They took away the supplement draft away from
CFL say you can't play there. A lot of people stepped up.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, it's a written rule. Do not bet on the game. That's the only thing you do. Look, they deal with domestic violence. They still let you play. Think about that. They deal with drunk driving. They still let you play.
Well, listen to what you're saying, though. All those things they've dealt with. They have programs. They can put you in this or that. Gambling is a new animal. They don't have any kind of data or anything on this. So it's Pandora's box, pretty much. They can open up itself with this. Like I said, they can control. You can put an alcoholic in rehab. You can get help for somebody that commits domestic violence, in a sense. But gambling, you don't know. This is new water.
I'll tell y'all, I watched a podcast. I don't know if y'all know, RC, I'll let you get in real quick, but let me say this. There's a guy, Michael Francis, he's a former mob boss for one of the families. And he used Yeah, one of the five families, and he said that you know, back in his time, this is back in the 80s and 90s, like they had several like professional players who on the take because they were like they had some debts and they were indebted to the mob, and they can come and break your legs or do something to your family, or you can drop the ball on the ground if you're running back, or you can, you know, do this if you're a quarterback. So this is way more popular than people realize, but this is just the tip of the iceberg that we're seeing right now, rather than the whole mountain itself.
Go ahead, RC.
I think now that I'm hearing y'all talk about this, I have a lot of moments in sports that's popping in my head that I question now. Like Kyle Shanahan, you got to come on down, brother.
Uh-oh.
You got to come on down. Like for you to be a guru,
Darren Fox.
for you to be a guru,
Hello.
for you to be a guru and a genius, you take the ball in overtime. Now you stop running the ball when you're dominating the
ball.
team. No, you're not that stupid, but you're a genius. Then you think about somebody as old as Ernest Byner, ball hit you in the hand. You just the kicker from Buffalo. You was perfect all year. You was killing it, and then all of a sudden it's wide right. I mean, you think about the Miami Hurricanes against Florida State. How many times that kicker from Florida State was kicking that ball ride right or ride left? All these moments aren't spontaneously happen. Like you think about even the Bulls run, even the Lakers run against the Kings, where Donahue comes out and says what happened there, and Kobe says his rebuttal was, well, they missed all the free throws. It don't matter. You was at the free throw line more than they were, and you was getting pivotal calls and pivotal moments. It makes me question a lot that I've seen over the years. Even the Draymond Green suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, that series was over. You know,
The
even
the Saints no call.
Ben Simmons, you at the rim, throw the ball to the.
Hello. They just came up too.
I know. Yeah, hey, he let Trae Young, little Trae Young. He said, "Nah, I ain't gonna dunk it. I'm gonna pass it off."
Yeah, but
like, come on, now
it makes you question. It makes you question everything. Neil O'Donnell against the Cowboys. You are throwing the ball to a guy that you made famous and Larry Brown. Like, you just got to think about all these moments and be like, come on, dude. And there's something that you guys don't remember. The way the 49ers beat the Giants, all the bad calls that was in that game. It was, man, look. Man, I think this has been around a lot longer than we know. And even in the series we just watched, the series we just watched was San Antonio. Now, listen to what I'm finna tell you. They were dog walking them.
70%.
They forgot how to play basketball.
Come on, dude, get out of here.
70%.
They forgot how to play basketball.
70% of the series.
And that dude refused to take out the one guy that's hindering his team from winning. And then he's drawing up plays for the one guy that's hindering his team from winning.
I don't keep drawing plays for Fox. That's so idiotic. That is.
I've been
trying to throw it again.
Hey, I tried to move out the city. I'm gonna let y'all know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to move out of San Antonio after that series. Dog. It was bad. It's bad out here, man.
Oh man. But I'm gonna have to do my own investigation on Saints on New Orleans no call now. I gotta put on my tether hat.
Well, this is what you need to do, Ben. This is what I would like you to do for me. Mm-hmm. Go back and see if you can find the odds for that game, and tell me who was the favorite in that game.
The Saints.
Gotcha. Yep. No, I think the Rams were.
It could have been the Rams. It makes me wonder. I would like to know.
The game would have if he would have called that flag, we would be in field goal range. That would won us the game.
I'm quite sure the Saints probably gave it to the Saints. It probably was a 2.5 point game. Or 1.5 point
first and goal. It would give a first and goal, and the Rams didn't have no more. I think they had like one more timeout, something like that, and we were gonna kick the field goal. We're gonna put us inside the 10-yard line. Like, it was crazy.
I'm quite sure that number was very low. It probably was a 1.5. Y'all might have been a 1.5 point favorite, 20, something like that. I'm quite sure.
The Saints were a part of 3 games in their history. That's head scratchers. 4 games. The first game is the game against the Rams. Dude ran through other dude like Taco Beats, pass interference. Now watch this. Now this is the Saints history. Then you got Brett Favre, who's all he has to do is fall down and kick a field goal. They go to the Super Bowl. He throws the ball back across his body. That makes no sense. Then you have the game with Stephon Diggs, where the guy, all he got to do is tackle him. Stephon's looking around like, there's no way he whiffed and missed. And last but not least, in the Super Bowl, you got the smartest quarterback to ever play in the NFL in Peyton Manning, and he looks right at Porter and throws it right to him for pick six. You can't make this. Y'all got me wondering now, man. Come on, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
go look at all them eyes, man.
And that's one organization.
But
let's not rule out the
you know
Tuck
what's
rule.
so funny
Let's not
though,
forget about
guys?
that.
They
Definitely
tell
a
you
tug
what,
rule.
but you know what's so
Definitely.
funny is they tell you what they're gonna do in media and movies and TV shows. Y'all remember the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial when they wanted the game to go a little bit further? They'll call in like, "Hey, trip the other guy, throw a flag on that play to make the play go longer, or make the team not score." It's like that's a little too subtle and a little too out there to think of something like that.
And so
they come making a call.
I'm realistic about my Lakers championships. That Lakers game against the Celtics in Game 7, Kobe couldn't make a shot in real world or virtual world. He couldn't do nothing. But he lived at the free throw line. He lived there until he figured it out. He had all those rebounds and assists and shot all those free throws, but he was horrible. He was so bad that I thought maybe he was playing for the Celtics and they win that series, man. But I'm telling y'all, man, now that y'all
crazy
making
out
this,
here.
come on, dude.
It makes you question a lot, man. RC, it makes you question a lot, man. That's why I'm like Flowers. I don't want to know it. It's like you got your girl out there. You got your girl out there stepping out on you. It'll get
Mario
you
Winans,
but I don't want to know about it, man. Keep it away from me.
I don't
want.
Hey, perfect time.
If you're gonna do it, don't be dumb like Malik Beasley and in the text message.
Right.
Hey, but didn't Malik get cleared to get
Yes, he got cleared. Like, remember I was telling you this the other day.
NBA
they didn't find anything at the first time. I guess they circled back around.
Somebody told it. Listen, with the new guys, they started ringing in. It was 30 guys that they pulled in, one from Mississippi, of course, and Prentice, Mississippi. So, hey, bro, it's just weird that he got cleared, and now all of a sudden he's indicted. And this one video here has me now wanting to go look at all his highlights. Like, boy, you wild.
Nah. The Fox is the one you need to go look at, because some of them turnovers are inexcusable.
Hey,
it was kind of weird.
They've been calling for Fox to get investigated.
What about the play where investigate Wemby on this play? We got my boy Castle running up the court. All Wemby sees is the back of his head and the back of his jersey.
Still throwing.
He throw the ball.
You can't make this up. You can now that you're talking about it. We can make this up. So think about that. When have you ever seen guys on that level or college? You're taught not to throw the football to a jersey you can't see. You got and Castle's looking like what? Oh,
Castle turned around for a quick second. He realized Wemby has the ball and turned back around. Like he looks over his shoulder and kept running. Wemby, I don't know what. Dustin ran point, but Dustin know I can handle the ball. So Dustin will keep running up the court.
Hey, that game is over. If Wemby don't do that, that game.
All you gotta do is hold on to the ball.
That's it.
And he can dribble. The game is over if Wemby holds the ball. Then when Fox goes down and get the layup over Anunoby, like the game is over. Just dribble it back out. Like, come on, dude. That's two games. That's two games.
It's a lot of stuff that happened in that Spurs and the other team going blank right now. In that game, the Knicks that make you like, oh, what in the world are they doing? Like,
it makes no sense.
You just chalk it up to immaturity, like, oh, they young, but it's like y'all been playing basketball since
it's one of the two. They was rushing, man. That Wemby thing, it comes down to he was probably thinking, hey, they gonna press me.
But he can dribble.
Oh, Fox is completely different. He can dribble. He can dribble for a big man, but let's be honest. If he get one of them little guards on him coming at the ball,
listen, bro.
Josh Hart comes
Adam, if you realize
Josh Alvarado, yeah.
If you notice in that the Knicks were getting back on defense.
Yeah.
They weren't even trying to stop the ball.
Yeah, they were
I'm not saying what they were gonna do. That's what Wemby was thinking. He was rushing, and all he gotta do is slow down.
He could have saw them.
He was rushing. I'm with you, man.
Adam, I think you're right, Adam.
The moment was too big. Just as like Castle, if you watch the play, Castle
saying slow down. He's telling them.
And then Castle turned back around.
It was a quick second. It was like a second. He looked over his shoulder.
He looked at him and he said,
"Oh, he got him."
And then he turned around and then Wemby's like, "Oh no."
All five of us would in that situation would see Wemby with the ball and be like, he got it. We good.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah,
we
for
good.
sure.
Like,
for sure.
But I don't know. All right, hey, perfect time to bring this up. We brought to you by Bet Us. Hey, we got the
Great segue. Great segue.
Hey, we got WNBA going on. We have Major League Baseball.
Look at the money.
Look, I won some money last night. I can't be mad. We talking about gambling. I think I'm about to hit 2 more tickets tonight.
I'm about to quit this unethical organization. I'm about to tell you that right now.
I took a break, Flower. Man, Yankees pissed me off. How you lose 7-0?
Yeah,
you talking about what, today or yesterday?
You talking about to my Red Sox?
2.5.
To my Red Sox?
Yes.
I did a little live bet last night. The Dodgers, a few people like that, over under on the Marlins and the Rockies. It was like a 5-6 leg. It was like $5 bet, won like $130.
Bro, let me tell you something, man.
Jeez.
Y'all got me thinking about player props now, man.
I don't trust them anymore.
Well, see, look how many props. Think about last year alone.
Yeah, Flower, you lost so many ones last year. It was insane.
Like the first couple of weeks,
my boy RC bucked up over there.
Yeah.
You got RC couldn't catch a break last year, man.
I remember seeing a game where all I needed was one more reception for Juwan Jennings, and Brock Purdy decided he wanted to turn his eyes off. Like, I'm like, I know you going to him, like, just go. It was against the Bears, man. It's like he stopped throwing him the ball. I'm like, this is why I don't want to know either, because now I'm going to question everything. Because here it is, these guys are elite athletes. They're trained. It's repetitive. You're not going to forget. It's all you do, and I just feel like, to me, man, I'm joking about Kyle Shanahan, but I'm so dead serious. For you to be a guru, you never, if you're playing Madden or NCAA, you never take the ball in overtime. Never. Nobody ever takes the ball. You never, man. I don't know if he's explained it to this day.
There's nothing to that. Look, I remember when it happened, and we came on the show the next day, and that was the first thing I harped on. There's no way you put the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hand, and he be the one with the last possession. There's no way you do that, especially if you're Kyle Shanahan, you're offensive genius. Mm-hmm. When you want the opportunity to have last possession with the ball in your hands, knowing whether you need to kick 3 or
it's
score
the equivalent 6. Of saying, all right, Mike got the. We don't want the ball. Mike, you can get the ball. We're gonna instead of letting Scotty get the ball, we're gonna let Mike get the ball with the game on the line, because we just think he's gonna miss. Man, he gonna hold that wrist, man. He gonna snap that wrist on you, man. Y'all got me questioning, man. Like, I'm gonna do some homework. I'm like, y'all got me feeling like conspiracy theorists, man.
Donovan McNabb, come here.
But like I said, the only player props, I don't do NBA player props anymore. I still with NFL and Major League Baseball.
Austin Reeves in the playoffs. He go, man. He be killing in the regular season.
RC stressing, man.
Yeah,
man. RC, he gonna start watching sports.
Let's move on to overtime. I'm gonna shelve the AFC South prediction. I'm gonna save it for next show, next week. Since we're running long on time, but I do want to get this in. Welcome to overtime. Muted. Oh, I have video playing. All right. So we got your boy Brandon Ayuk. Let's listen to him. What he have to say.
Thought I was done? Man, get your ass up. Come here. All right, y'all. So I understand that a lot of y'all is new here. And so I'm going to just fill y'all in and give y'all the details so that everybody can understand. The reason why the agent being fired is such an important detail in this whole story is because that agent is also the agent of the general manager for that one team. And that agent really started this whole shit because I fired his ass, but he want to text my wife like he's smart. Nigga, don't ever text my wife. Your ass fired. Your ass grass. Get up out of here. Get gone. Okay. Anyways. So he is also the agent for the general manager of that team. And these niggas is all weird. Weirdos. Creepy predators. I would never, ever, ever fuck with these niggas. I would never, ever, ever fuck with these niggas. I don't care how long I gotta wait to get to you, my baby. But if it involves fucking with them niggas first, I'm waiting. General manager gonna pull up to my house. Oh, weirdo. Like, bro, don't pull up to my house uninvited, boy. Shit ain't safe. The fuck? But I knew his ass was gonna do it. So I'm looking at my camera, my front door camera. I see a big old white boy, white man, former NFL safety. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And I know my wife is about to be back home soon. So I had to call my wife and say, it's a big ass white man at the house. I don't know what he doing over there. He was not invited. Shit creepy. So if you on your way home, probably just spin the block a few times, because I don't know what bro on. Like, weird. The same general manager that tried to run me down and come apologize for his head coach, because his head coach got a temperament of a fucking toddler and was speaking out the side of his fucking mouth to me. Knowing that you got it, bro. You got it, bro. What I'm gonna do in here, beat you up? Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You just talking crazy because you know you can talk crazy. But you feel me? Niggas gonna respect me, or I'm gonna get on, bro. I'm gonna get on, bro. So.
All right, enough of this. Brandon Ayuk saying that the 49 organization is stalking him, a bunch of predators, that his beef with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, big old white boy, big old white man at his door.
Oh, man.
Flowers, man. Is Brandon Ayuk digging himself in a hole that he probably won't be able to get out of?
Brandon Ayuk digging himself in the ocean. He don't be able to swim out of that. It don't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. To me, just listen to him talk and looking at that situation, I guess Brandon Ayuk think he bigger than the damn program or something. I just don't understand his gestures and what he's trying to get at. You're mad at the 49ers organization for checking up on you when your black ass ain't showing up to work. Let's make it make sense. You took millions of dollars from this organization and you're not showing up to work. You're under a contract. They have every right to inquire about what the hell are you doing. Honestly, I'd be appalled if I was John Lynch and them, and I feel all type of ways. Like, man, we drafted this kid, we took a chance on, we paid him, and this is the return on investment we get from this kid. Oh man, that's tough. I'm surprised the 49ers hadn't gotten rid of him. Or just like I said, just cut ties with him. I'm surprised that they're still holding on to him, but I think they're doing that out of spite also. They put him on a list. He got to re-apply to the to get back and everything else. So I just don't understand Ayuk's gesture, man. I guess he thinks that however he's gonna play this, how it's gonna work in his favor, and he's gonna end up with his homie James Daniels in Washington, and he's gonna end up blackballing himself out the league.
What's so crazy is John Lynch, the one who stuck by him and got him paid. you know, and now he's taking shots at John Lynch. Cause I guess Lynch and Shanahan are boys, and so he feels some type of way. But it's weird. It's they not weird. He's weird for pulling all the antics,
So you
talking
just
about a team that lifted him up.
you
And
take
shoot, a lot
$50
of people,
million and just
right.
disappear.
Like, what is the is he mad at Shanahan because Shanahan held him accountable for when he was slacking off in practice or in the game? Like, what is this whole issue, RC, with the way that the 49ers are handling him? I don't get it.
Cool. I'm clueless.
Well, so y'all see my monkey is back on my back. Yeah, throw him off
Get him
again.
off.
Like, he's another one that you got to get. I'm so glad to see him go. I think this goes back a little further to the Super Bowl. I told Flowers this off the record. Ayuk, after losing the Super Bowl, was in tears. One, but he was open on the play with Brock has Chris Jones in his face, and right after the game, his wife or girlfriend at the time said, "We're out of here." And Ayuk in the press conference and in the locker room was like, I want to win a Super Bowl so bad, yada, yada, yada. Okay, then we fast forward to the contract negotiation. They had already announced that they were gone. That went awry. Ayuk never wanted to be a 49er. Even when he was drafted, he was in Shanahan's doghouse. Ayuk has a troubled history at Arizona State where he's one of those kids, man, he come from really good parents. And they want to choose the streets over you kind of wonder and trying to figure out you want to be street when you come from a really good family. And it makes you look cool, it makes you look appealing that's all a facade, like how he's talking and trying to come here, my boy. Like you're putting on the show, you acting away, but you come from good people and good parents. And he's rebelling, and he's always rebelled. And he had to go to JUCO before he went to Arizona State. But this is Kyle Shanahan's fault. You reached on him. You should have took CD Lamb. You should not have taken this kid. Nobody knew who Brandon or Ayuk was before you drafted him because you think, too, you're bigger than the program. You keep drafting these no-name guys and making them names. And when they leave you, they don't play good. But this guy has backfired. Now, to this point, to what's going on now is he didn't ever want to be a Niner. He signed that contract. He was finna get traded. John Lynch was done with him. And they say Shanahan ran up the stairs and said, hey, we got a signature. And he shows up there, man, he wasn't even prepared to sign. The way he was dressed was like he just rolled out of bed. But what he's doing right now is resentment. I never wanted to be here. It's like staying with somebody you don't really want. And so the 49ers, they have fault in this as well because he didn't ever want to be there. But Ayuk is the prime example of what money does to people who already have issues. It just exposes them more. And it's, its initials are BA, but if you flip them, they AB. And it's giving
Hello.
AB. And so I
Hello.
want to, and the Niners can't get rid of him at the moment because it's contractional. And they're going after $18 million more, and they're smart. Since you're not gonna play football, you got 2 years left on your deal. And you ain't finna tell us where you're gonna go. And listen, y'all, they compete on the field, those organizations, but behind closed doors, they collude.
Mm-hmm.
And you done pissed off the league. So this ain't gonna end well.
What's so funny is that Shanahan and Lynch, they really good friends with the Commanders front office. And that's where Ayuk wanted to go. So I don't see this ending well for Ayuk. Like, just come to work, man. You're getting paid a lot of money to play football for a very good team.
Dude, if you show up tomorrow, $18 million you get.
Tomorrow. Mate. He putting on his best AB impersonation right now because all this stuff going on with him is not making a lick of sense. And I don't see it ending well for him. Like, you either go to work or you just sit out for how we said 2 years.
Everything ain't CTE. Everything ain't crazy. Some stuff is just poor decision makers on social media. We see.
Well, he fired his agent and somebody else giving him bad advice. Adam, what you make of Brandon Ayuk?
Man, I just hate to see people that can't get out of their own way, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this screams, man. Like RC said, he comes from a good family, and he chooses to have this type of behavior. I think we all have been around, and we all probably know somebody like this who has all the talent in the world, who has not necessarily a silver spoon, but has it real good. Like they haven't had to struggle for much. Like they got what they need. They got the talent. They worked hard. They got to where they're supposed to be, and then they just ain't never happy.
Mm-mm.
And it's like for no apparent reason, and they're always complaining. And there's always somebody else's fault for why you aren't where you're supposed to be, right? So it's just like I'm just honestly baffled. Like we just talked about the whole Jaylen Brown situation, but at least Jaylen Brown beefing with somebody that's not in his actual sport. He beefing with the media.
Mm-hmm.
This person's beefing with everybody on his team. He called out his coach, his GM. Like next, who he called out? The quarterback.
He called out the national. He called out the player association as well. He called out. Yeah, I mean,
The people like this, like he definitely thinks he's above the program because when you burn all these bridges, nobody's gonna be on your side. And let's say he does go to Washington or whatever. He gets hurt. Like he already has an injury history. He gets hurt. He goes there. Who's vouching for him? What type of contract you think they're going? What type of extension you think they're gonna give him?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is, I think this might be his last contract because the way he's going right now, he's gonna get released on contract conduct detrimental, and he's gonna have a red flag on his name, and nobody's gonna want him.
Yep, it's like you got to be on a different stratosphere as a wide receiver to get out of that situation. Well, we saw T.O., saw Randy move to different organizations. AJ, yep. And then like AB, the only reason AB got another chance because he had somebody actually in his corner, which is crazy to me. Tom Brady vouched for him.
Great, let him stay in his house.
For him. And Tom Brady ended up getting bit because he did all that.
Well, did.
So nobody's sticking their neck out for Brandon Ayuk. He's not of that caliber.
So the funny thing though, all he has to do is just show up and practice.
He's embarrassed.
It's the same AB situation.
He's
$30 million threw away.
This screams embarrassment, resentment, regret. This screams, I didn't want to play in Cleveland and Pittsburgh. You're going to tell the NFL, any NFL team where you want to go. And like y'all said, he's not Jerry Rice or T.O. Like, this is Kyle Shanahan's fault. Stop going in the draft and looking for your former self. The guys that don't nobody really want. There's a reason why he was where he was in the draft, man. He's bitten. He's manless. To me personally, y'all, like, he's going to be talked about at the rookie symposium. Watch. This is what you don't do.
This is what not you don't do. This is what you don't do.
This is who you would not want to be.
When you get paid, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy when you get paid. AB, Le'Veon Bell. Like, don't fool the antics. So who knows how this plays out, man? Like I said, all this stuff about Brandon Ayuk just how people confuse guys. It's another level of craziness that just like.
But I'm tired of seeing brothers do this.
It's always us.
It's always us, man.
Well, yeah, it's always us.
Yeah, AB still on it. Adrian Browner is acting. He need help. It just and they go online. Adrian Browner acting a fool. Yeah, probably gonna catch his case soon if you don't pull it back. You know what I'm talking about, Flowers. He probably gonna catch a case soon.
He making money entertaining people in that fashion. I have no comment on it.
I don't understand this though.
We need one y'all.
It's only a small window you have to do this.
Yep.
And so Ayuk don't have any. He ain't generating no revenue. Like he has a clothing line. He has a car collection. Something he's doing. But you see somebody like Floyd Mayweather go like have financial prop. Like, dude, this could happen to you quick because California. He's still living in California. You got to pay them property tax. You got to pay to live out there. Man, $30 million to a guy that ain't working.
Yeah.
You heard what OBJ said. He said, I think he said 5 million, 10 million. No, he said 30 million, something like this. Not enough.
Not enough to live off of. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's
trying to live like him.
Well, he's
trying to keep up with the Kardashians or whoever.
Drake. Trying to hang out with Drake.
All these $1 million worth of jewelry and $1 million worth of vehicles and stuff. I can make 30 million last.
I can make it last.
You gotta stop going to Toronto, OBJ, and when you go in there, you're buying humans. I want to hang out with
And
her.
stop buying bad fashion clothing that's worth
Exactly.
worth $50,000.
Buying red boots, like some damn cartoon boots, $1,500.
Bro,
Buying shirts with holes in it.
You talking about them Pac-Man shoes everybody wearing?
Yeah.
You know, one reason Ant-Man has so much money to pay these women off for 18 years of child support because all his stuff, he say all he wears is free clothes and fake jewelry.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
wild. If I was in NBA,
Ocho.
It's a lot of football players that'll tell you they lived off their endorsement deals. They don't even have to touch their money.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn
The
Lynch.
smart ones do.
Marshawn understood that. If Marshawn can understand that, it's
Ocho
no reason for
Cinco
y'all not to
understood
get
that.
it.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna end on this note, guys. I got a Chris Johnson highlight. Y'all heard the news? Was it yesterday or the day? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he had that disease,
ALS.
ASL. Oh yeah, and so
AKA disease.
yeah, Gary disease. That's crazy. I never thought I'd see that happen to somebody of his caliber. You know, and they let you know that hey, you're not invincible. That anything can happen to you. So I got this little Chris Johnson highlight. We end on this note. Dude was different.
Here, I don't know if they're trying to get him 100 yards. Pop it outside, inside. Chris Johnson over 100 and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Johnson is the feature back. Johnson finds the hole. He can explode, and he does. Down to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Rich, coming in, as we talked about at the start, it's a matchup of two
yards after the 16-yard gain. Johnson trying to bounce it outside, has a crease, has an opening, cuts back, and Chris Johnson is into the end zone.
Man, hearing Marv Albert do football, man, put chill bumps. That dude had a voice for sports.
All right, man. So prayers up for Johnson family, to a great man, great husband. It's sad that something like that happened to somebody like that. So definitely send our best wishes to that family. All right, guys. Man, it's been a great episode. LeBron, we feel LeBron. Them LeBron shackles, they gone, baby. They gone. Feel good.
You're such a hater, man. Such a hater, man.
Oh man, I'm ready for some NBA.
Y'all didn't turn me into a LeBron fan on this show.
Name is Larry the Monkey. I just gave him a name. Larry gonna get thrown off a lot. Larry,
for sure. Later, for sure. Shout out to the people on Facebook that watch. Shout out to YouTube. Man, they've been hating on me lately. Some of these social media platforms, they just removed my Facebook video for some reason. I just got that notification. TikTok, they restricted some of my videos tonight, so we gotta see what's going on over there. All right, but shout out to everybody watching on these platforms. We appreciate your love and support. What you say, Dustin?
Rich Paul.
Man,
yeah, Rich Paul, man. See, man. Hey, Rich, send me the number, man. Send me the number. Man,
say number great things.
Number great things about LeBron. What Stephen A had to the ticker? Great father, great husband, philanthropist. We got to put that up for every show.
Yeah, come through clutch. We'll come through clutch. You get
it. Hey, we show at the end of every show. We show LeBron highlights.
That's it.
Let's we sign off. That's how we sign off. LeBron highlights every night. So thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, what you gonna say, RC?
Bad. We'll make them noise.
Right.
Get the goat mask.
So man, we appreciate love and support. We'll talk about the AFC South next week. So until next time, we'll catch y'all later.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
All right, y'all.